winter approaching, everybody's looking for ways to cut their electric bills. I am no exception to that rule. So I ordered and tested about 4 different heaters. This is the one that we will be purchasing more of, and here is why. The DREO unit, it's about 10 inches this way, 7 inches this way, and about 6 inches across the top. The top has all the buttons for manual engagement, but you wouldn't really ever use that because this comes with this fantastic little remote, which has on, off, up, down for temperature. You can make it oscillate, set a timer, turn off the beeping noise, and switch modes. So I've actually never used these, I just use this. Just wanted to demonstrate the different modes for you. So that's just fan only, so you can see there's nothing on the display. I click this button and you see it goes to the H2, then you can go down one, so that's low, medium, and high. And then that will just run continuously. If you click again, that switches it to the thermostat where you can set whatever your temperature is. Like if you just want to be crazy hot, you can take this all the way to 95, and then you can cry when you get your electric bill. And this is for the mode. So again, that's just fan only, so it's not blowing any heat. I just wanted to show you how it oscillates because it just moves the air around. Look at him go. So when you're ready to cut it off, you're just gonna hit the button and you're gonna see the countdown, 30, 29, it's gonna go all the way to 0. What it's doing is it is pushing any hot air left in there out the back of the unit before it turns itself off, which is a nice little safety feature, and I wanted to make sure to share that with you. Okay, if you press this, you're gonna have 3 modes. It'll say like H1, 2, or 3, and then that's just basically that it's going to be running continuously at high, medium, or low, and you can change that by going up and down here. If you press this again, you're going to get an actual thermostat, so you can set it to like 82 or whatever you want to set it to. And if you press it again, this one again, you're going to get fan only. If you don't like that beeping sound that happens when you're pressing a remote, you just press and hold this down, it will turn that off. Again, this turns on and off the oscillation, and this turns the timer on. So you press it once for 1 hour, twice for 2 hours, all the way up to 12 hours, and then it resets itself to 0 hours. I do use it every day from like 10 or 12 feet sometimes across the room, and it works perfectly fine. About 4 inches long, 1.5 inches wide, which I like because it's not as easy to lose. And while I'm on the subject of this, that goes in here, and it does come with the battery in here, but I already had, and these are Bonico's CR2025 batteries that I love, and you're gonna have to wait until you see it plugged in here in a second. But this whole area right here is all an LED display. So the numbers are really big. You can see it from across the room, whether it's bright daylight or dark, you can see it from anywhere. This is the side, back, other side, and the back is wonderful because look, you can just take the filter, take this off, rinse this out, so any lint that gets trapped back here, which is great so that your unit does not overheat. This entire unit is built out of flame retardant materials. It does have overheat and tip over protection. So if it even goes like this, it shuts off. One of the things I love about this, and please know that I'm more careful than the average bear because we had one of these, not a DREO, but a space heater light on fire in the living room. It has this safety plug here, which I would never use any space heater that did not have a safety plug. So there you go. It's a 1500 watt, 120 volt heater. It oscillates about 70 degrees. When I say this thing is quiet, I mean quiet. Like I could be running it in this room while I'm filming and you wouldn't even hear it. It's about 35 decibels. It says that it's best used to heat a room that's about 200 square feet, but if I'm being honest, when the kids go to school, I don't have the main air running in the house and I just shut all the doors on the lower level of the house. And this keeps the living room and kitchen very comfortable. In fact, sometimes I have to shut it off because it actually gets too hot, and that's without me running the main air in the house. It does have a 1 to 12 hour timer, so you could set it so that it could run for an hour and then turn off all the way up to 12 hours. It does have a safety feature where if it runs continuously for 24 hours, it will shut itself off. You can disable that, but why would you? And it goes from about 41 to 95 degrees, and it does a really, really good job of monitoring itself and staying on until it hits that consistent temperature. and then shutting off and then coming back on when it is no longer, the room is no longer at that temperature. It's about 4 pounds and it does come with a 1-year warranty, but inside the box there's a little card. So if you register it, they give you a 5-year warranty, which is hard to beat. I mentioned, but this right here, this is a little carry handle. And I do a lot of times just pick this up and kind of move it throughout the house depending on what I'm doing that day. Guys, this heater, this is where it's at. This is the one to beat for me. And I have done many reviews on heaters for many years. So I like to consider myself a connoisseur. This is the one, all right? So if you have about a 1,500 square foot house, 1 or 2 of these, you're gonna be in business. They do make larger units to heat larger areas of space, but I could put my name behind this 100% and give this 5 stars. I love this. This is something that would be an excellent gift for somebody who's maybe like in a tiny home or a dorm. It's just great. I mean, I hope you guys found that helpful. Stay warm and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.